in them. I've lived in apartments that were not even really like, anything other than drywall and a few small windows. So I've just had a lot of range. And at the end of the day, mansion is the only thing that I don't have on the list, right? So that must mean naturally that's coming next, right? Anyways, we're 32 weeks, 3 days pregnant. You guys want to see? Should I show them? Okay. No. Okay. He said not to show you, so never mind.
Well, just the silhouette of it.
So we're 32 weeks pregnant. For some of you who have been with me for the longest, you know the road has been crazy and we have no idea what's going to take place from here. We're still in the Coleman. Shout out to Coleman, though. Coleman, you literally been keeping my life together for the past 10 months.
Don't say where we're at, though.
No, I know. So yeah, mansion is next. We're 32 weeks pregnant. What else? Oh yeah, sadly 1 year ago, and I have this very weird numbness surrounding the entire situation. I'm an emotional person. It has been nearly impossible for me to not be an emotional person my entire life. My parents used to yell at me and be like, stop crying. My God. And I would look up to them through like these like tear streamed eyes and be like, you don't think I want to stop crying? Like, do you think it's not embarrassing for me in public to be breaking down? Like, this shit is not optional. My emotions are just pouring out of my eyes right now, you know? But the babies passed away. I was pregnant with twins, and there was a lot of controversy surrounding the pregnancy that we're not going to go into right now. But ultimately, I just decided, I was so guarded the first like 3 months of the pregnancy, and I kept telling myself, do not fall in love with these babies. Do not fall in love with these babies. A mother knows, you know, this pregnancy is very different. It's not like that, but a mother knows. And I was terrified, and I kept on trying to tell myself, you know, I was working at Getir at the time, and it was just, do not fall in love with these babies. And I went back and forth from, I can't help it. You guys, I'm a mother biologically through and through. I am a real, like, I have these weird, strong emotions and hormones that are just unmanageable sometimes. But the number one thing is this biological sense of responsibility that no matter how much time, distance, or space passes, I will never be able to get rid of for my children. December 26th, 2023, we were staying in an Airbnb on the north side by Addison and Kimball, I think. You guys know that Portillo's right there? Delicious. So we were staying in that Airbnb. There was a whole bunch of drama about my reservation. The host came down on Christmas Eve right after we did groceries. So we walked over to Jewel Osco, did about $100 worth of Christmas Eve food shoppings, pie. I think I got a rotisserie chicken because I didn't want to like use their oven and cook a ham or a turkey or like a pasta.
Banana split pie thing.
I made a homemade vanilla chocolate eclair with sliced banana. So good. And you use vanilla pudding and grams, and the grams like dissolve into the pudding, and it becomes the most moist, almost like a tiramisu. Add banana, subtract espresso, and a little sweeter. Really good. A lot of milk chocolates, really good. Anyways, the point is, I'm so ADHD. I cooked this delicious dinner for us, and the host came down and basically said, you have to pay me $150 more or that guy has to leave. Talking about Xavier. I'm like standing there for almost 5 months pregnant with twins, so I'm big already. I looked at that time about how I looked right now. Wouldn't you say? Smaller or bigger?
Maybe small.
A little smaller? But I said, I don't have another $150. It's Christmas Eve. What the heck? And I went into labor. I think that it was something in the food. I think that it was intentional, but I'm not going to get into it because then everyone's Heather's conspiracy theorist number one. We need to admit her for a psych eval. And it's not a psych eval that I need. It is a fucking, a bed to start. A workspace would be great. Regular medical care would be fantastic. You know, all the things that fancy people love. But yeah, so I think someone did something to the food. I think that someone did not want me to have that pregnancy continue. And when I say there's a lot of drama surrounding the pregnancy, it has to do with that, you know. In addition, I ended up going into labor. I delivered the babies through my own body and into my own hands. And it was one of the most terrifying, confusing, numbing. I felt like I died. I still feel like I died. I was completely naked, bleeding out in the shower. I mean, just blood pouring out. I posted a small video of it. You guys can find it. And then just chunks of just, I don't know what, congealed blood, pieces of tissue falling out of my body, and then this little baby in there. And so, anyways, that one's still fresh, so sorry about that. I was taken by ambulance to Swedish Covenant, and they did surgery or whatever, and we stayed there for a few days. But the point is that that's a year anniversary yesterday, the 26th. So rest in peace to those babies. And yeah, we're now 32 weeks pregnant. And guess what, guys? Xavier wanted me to get pregnant, but didn't know that he had bulletproof sperm that goes against the injection of birth control, that goes against gravity, that goes against your ovulation cycle, that goes against every single precautionary measure that you can think of. Well, he does. So here we are again. And I was 3 months postpartum for when I found out I was pregnant, or when I got pregnant again, the conception date, 3 months. I'm sorry, 5 months. 5 months postpartum. So this is going to be my fourth baby alive. I've got 3 big ones. They're amazing. I don't know what I would do or where I would be without them. I love them so much. We took a walk out there on Christmas. I'm sorry, not a walk, a train ride. For those of you who have been here, you've probably seen me complaining about the 30 miles that we have to walk because all of our stuff is on this cart, and the bus won't let us put it on the bus, and the train won't let us take it on the train, and we have nowhere to put it, and they stole our money from the storage locker, and blah, 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 blah. So we've had to walk it once or twice a month, every single month. And we did that through my 7th month of pregnancy. And just so that I could literally see my kids, that they're alive, that they look okay, give them some groceries, you know, whatever I can afford. Usually it's about $50 a month per child, which is nothing, I know. And this is so new to me because I never collected child support. What? Child support? No. The kids are going to be over there on Thursday. Don't ask me for anything. Take care of it all, okay? When they get back over here with me, I got it handled. That's how I prefer to handle the situation. No courts, no drama, just they're with you 3 days a week. You take care of shit on those days, and the rest of the days, I got it, you know, and it's been like that their whole lives. That's how I am. Heather Gillespie, everyone. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. But yeah, so I'm doing what I can, and it doesn't feel like enough, but I continue to do it because if you don't have consistency, in the absence of truly giving someone exactly what it is that they need, you have to at the very least give what you can consistently. Does that make sense? So it's like, I feel so bogus walking up to the homeless guy sitting outside of Mariano's. I'm the homeless. We're homeless also. So walking up to the homeless guy, you know, sitting outside in front of Mariano's begging with a sign with those little delicious butter cookies. So good. Usually they're absolutely delicious. But I'm handing him these, and in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is he? Yeah, he's going to eat these cookies. He's probably going to, be happy that he has them to snack on. But he's sitting outside with nowhere to go. It's a week before Christmas. I'm sitting outside in a fucking tent with nowhere to go. It's a week before Christmas. Xavier's sitting outside in a tent with nowhere to go. It's a week before Christmas, and there's probably about, I don't know, 5 to 20 other people that we can't identify just to walk by this area in the same situation, and no one's doing shit. No one's doing shit. It's wild out here. So, why did I go down that road?
You were...
Oh, yes, we were
People
discussing
ask outside of
homelessness, what we have done to prevent this situation or resolve it, and how long we have been out here, and what has worked and not worked, and what we can still think of as a Chicago having a 311 department. 311. You guys have that in your city? Babe, tell them what 311 is.
It is a server. It collects information. It collects people's information and appropriates them throughout the city and throughout Cook County and throughout DuPage County and the other counties. And it just moves groups of people.
So basically, when you're homeless, you give your... and they write that shit down. Who's down on their luck, what kind of homeless person are we dealing with? What can we do to help them? We have had 14 cases with that system. They've not successfully given us any help at all. Nothing. Literally not a single night. So we've been out here since February 15th, 2023, when let go from Gatir. I don't know if they feel some sort of feeling in their testicles of excitement when I get upset on camera about the unknown calls coming through back to back, or what it is. Maybe we can have them removed, and then we do away with that problem, right? Anyways, sorry, let me go back to what I was saying. The 311 system has been ineffective, completely ineffective. And I remember the first night we came out here, I think I died. I think I died of hypothermia. I literally think I died. And we were walking like this to Target in the morning, literally frozen solid, just awful. It was awful. We got a coffee at Starbucks and warmed up a little bit, but I've never dealt with anything like it in my life. Police, they say nothing. 311. I have no comment on. I know there's federal funding to prevent and correct homelessness. I know that there is. However, it's not working. And so maybe you should look into this. They literally cuss me out and hang up on me. And I have a lot of that posted here too as well. It's been wild. But all a true story.
They don't want to help any individual user.
It's not true. I've never had a customer service complaint about Google before dealing with whoever these people are.
It's like with Instagram. They don't get involved with
not take a call from someone. Hold on, you guys, I have to tell something to Xavier. You're not supposed to be able to call someone when they have restricted calls blocked, which I've had since the very beginning on both my iPhone and my Google Voice number, my iCloud and my Google Voice number. So unless you have a phone number, you're not even supposed to be able to getting through getting through on this line. So anyways, what else were we saying?
Fucking around with colors now. I forgot. Custom colored palette.
That thing doesn't work. It's not.
Don't use the production.
It's not the right size. Move the production stand.
That's the production stand.
Okay, so 311 is not an option through the city. I've emailed every single maternity home that take in young families who have been displaced for whatever reason, or the woman alone with the baby. You just have to be home by 9 or 10 p.m. and do some sort of religious study group each week or each day. Sounds kind of cult-like, but whatevs. I was totally for it. I'll do it if it's going to help me and my baby, not be outside in a tent. Still, they've been of no assistance. They haven't even responded at all, not even once. I have received an influx of emails from adoption agencies. My baby is not up for adoption. Absolutely not, as I've said a million times. I've received an influx of calls and inquiries from abortion clinics. Are you fucking dense? I am 8 months pregnant. Why would you even suggest that? That is so rude. That is so far across the line of acceptable. Follow-up emails, calls, etc., and so forth. The court has been petitioned 7 times with hundreds, if not thousands, of follow-up emails and calls, and I've done a lot of it here live, beginning with the One Heather GEE account, because this has been going on for me for 4 years. I'm at Xavier. Going on for me for approximately 4 years now. In addition to that, we've gone to domestic abuse clinics. Lizzie Hendren from Between Friends Chicago is one of them. There are numerous others. They all seem to have been taken over by other agencies who have just completely robbed them. I've explored going into some sort of public assistance program in a rural community. That's even worse. They put you in a farmhouse. You have no access to a vehicle. You can't even get to the store. You're literally just in the middle of nowhere with a group of strangers. No thanks. So there's that. There's an Every time you guys hear me stop talking, understand that that's literally someone calling me blocked or unknown, which I have blocked on my phone. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. They drain my battery like this. It's off for 4 years. Life, I swear to God. This is what you do. You call when you see me on live. So lame. Okay, so we've literally done everything and there's nothing. And so I'm at the point where I feel like I have to keep working directly towards aldermen and stand my ground on all of these items and talking about them, because this is unacceptable. Until the situation is resolved, how can to not talk about it? Gets the oil, right? So I have to keep speaking out on what's going on, or no one is even going to remember. Not that they won't remember, but that they won't put priority on these issues, which are very Xavier likes me to drink my water off camera. Gosh, he is getting so big, you guys, and the floor of the tent is not appealing. If anyone speaks of which, I just downloaded the Hopper, and there are hotel rooms for literally $60 plus $50 for the deposit. That's $110. So if anyone would love to send over a quick $200 so that I could spend, I could literally get a hotel room. List of things that we could possibly do. So here's my next one. Because we've literally done everything. I typed up like little narratives telling people what was going on and all the injustices that have happened and please help us, blah blah blah. People help.